Oh, the joy of a perfectly sunny Saturday morning walk, fresh coffee in your hand, daydreaming about your next adventure, and noticing the warmth of your partner's hand. Psh, cut the shit and ditch the fucking fairy tale. It's time to step outside the status quo and blaze your own trail. The path littered with setbacks and successes and newfound passions. Why? Because when you break away from the script, you start to pursue a life by choice, one that is all yours. You are one decision away from unscripting your life and trading mundane for freedom and confidence. Listen and learn alongside others who have already decided that the journey is better than the fairy tale. After listening to this episode, you'll know what it takes to rewrite your life.
This episode is so powerful, and the reason why we titled it, Why Using Your Voice is the Secret to Becoming You, is because so many of us have been held back because of comparison. And let's just take a moment of silence for all of us who have been held back from the stealing joy of comparison. It is the number one thing that holds us all back. It is what it is, and I don't know how we can really get rid of the feelings of comparison other than to focus on our own voice, to focus on who we are, right? So maybe you're driving, maybe you're out for a walk right now. I just want you to really listen to my voice as I share with you these 4 reasons why you using your own voice is going to be the secret sauce. It's going to be the reason why you attract your dream clients, the reason why you get to live in your purpose, and the reason why you finally understand that you are the secret sauce, bitch. I may have already said that, but once that clicked for me, everything else became exponentially easier, right? Because using your own voice, what does that mean? What does that mean? So these 4 things I'm going to share with you are my explanation / version of that. So number 1, your voice is so powerful. And I feel like for many of us, women especially, at some point in your life, whether in class, whether from a partner, whether from a parent, whether from some random motherfucker on the street, we were told to be quiet. And if you've had an opportunity to read my book, you can hear some real-time stories of what that looked like for me. And I only wrote the book to share those things and to share with you that I wasn't always like this. I was born kind of with the voice. We all were. We were all born confident and not comparing. But it started on the playground. Her toy's better than mine. Her hair's longer than mine. Her curls aren't as frizzy as mine. She's getting A's and I'm not. Like the comparison trap started to happen at a very young age subconsciously where we didn't even realize things that our parents were saying to us, the way that things were perceived, teachers, you name it, right? Athleticism, we can get into sports and the comparison trap of all of that. But when it comes to things like speaking up on social media about things that get you passionate or that you're really in your purpose about, a lot of us find that we are afraid to share our perspectives. We don't want to be polarizing. We don't want to upset anybody. We don't want people not to like us. We don't want that one cousin or aunt or sister or friend or old friend to use what we say against us. We're too afraid of what might happen if we really speak our mind and really share powerful things to, in real time, attract the right people to us, to draw in the right partner, to have the right friends find us. Like, that's why showing up as yourself is so powerful, and why your voice is so powerful, because only you can be you. And when you start to share more of who you are, you become more of who you're meant to be. Second thing, no one can tell it like you can, right? What does that mean? No one can tell that story like you can. No one can share that information like you can. No one can talk like you talk. No one can say the things that need to be said the way you can. And once you realize that, you'll stop looking at how other people do it and just rely on that intuitive knowingness that the way you say it is all up to you. Do you want things to come off powerful and strong? Do you want things to come off as high vibe and exciting? Like, it's all up to you. You get to tell it like it is, right? And knowing that you have the power to create that is maybe sometimes a little overwhelming. I get that. Third thing, your experience counts for something. So if you have gone through something, good, bad, indifferent, that experience is yours and yours alone. I could have been right there with you experiencing the same quote unquote thing, but I'm going to tell the version differently, and it's going to have affected me differently than it would you. And so we could literally talk about the same event that happened, but it's going to come out in a different way, right? So you being able to share experiences is what makes you powerful. It's what gives you that secret sauce. Nobody had that experience the way you did. Therefore, nobody can tell the story like you did. No one can share that piece of advice. No one can teach somebody the thing. No one can save somebody else from that mistake if you don't tell it. All right. And then the fourth thing is the way that you say things may be the exact way that someone needs to hear it. How many times has your mom told you something? Yeah, you don't hear it in one ear, out the other. You may know it to be true, but it just doesn't resonate. And for me, I could be at a personal event, right? Like a mindset event or a mastermind or something, and some random speaker off the street says the exact thing that I know I needed to hear, but I just wasn't hearing it at the right time, or it wasn't coming from the right person, or the setup wasn't right, or I was too emotionally close to the person who was trying to tell me the thing that I just couldn't accept it. But here I am hearing it from somebody else, and that might be you. And it was the exact thing I needed to hear in that exact moment. And I was so grateful that you stepped out and shared that message in your voice, from your perspective and your experience. Because without me hearing your message, I might have been stuck in my shit. I might have stayed in that relationship. I might not have started the thing. I might not have called my shot. I might not have been able to get out of a rough season. So thanks to you sharing your own unique perspective, your own experience, telling it like it is, and using your voice in a powerful way, you're doing me a disservice by not sharing that. And so there's so many times where that has happened to me, even as much leadership classes as I've taken and personal development books as I've read and masterminds that I've been in and I'm currently in, there's many coaching things that I've been put through or people that I have coached, I think it's knowing that as long as I stay true to who I am, what I know, the experiences I've had, and I'm honest and I'm ethical and I'm in integrity, I cannot fail. And nor can somebody copy me, be like me, do shit like me, which gives me the permission to not have to do it like anybody else. I just want you to sit with that for a moment. If there's been things on your heart that you want to bring out, if you want to create something, if you want to step into a different version or start a new job or career, and you feel like, who are you to do that? Who am I to speak up and ask for that promotion or that raise, or tell my husband I don't want to do this anymore, or whatever it might be, whatever it might look like for you? Only you know that. This is your girlfriend to girlfriend moment where I just want you to know that you're not alone. We've all been there. We've all felt like what we have to say isn't important and nobody cares. But I care and I love you. And I'm sending you so much light into seeing that you are so powerful and no one can tell it like you. Your experience is your story. And the way you say things might be the exact freaking way that somebody needs to hear it. All right, girl. I see you. I love you. And I can't wait to hear what you're about to put out into the world.
Giving back is easy. Leave Unscripted your 5-star rating and written review. I appreciate your support more than I could ever put into words.